Slocky. No, that's it on that. Slocky, man. Slocky, I got it written down. Let's get Romans, actually. Let's get Romans, the 8th chapter. Let's get the book of Romans, chapter 8. We started the 8th chapter. Let's see here. Romans chapter 8. And we'll start at verse 1. It says, there is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Hamashiach Yahushua, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. Okay, so that's why we should walk through the Spirit, man, not through the flesh. You know, living your life after the flesh, man, because it's going to lead to your death and your destruction. All right, you're destroying yourself, man. All right, follow after the Spirit. Okay, abstaining from the lust of your flesh, man, because the flesh is destructive, man. Okay, man's heart is destructive. All right, it leads to your death, man. You do something stupid, you know, you end up dead. All right, but through the Spirit, all right, how do you obtain the Spirit? Right here. Okay, the word, just paraphrasing it, the words that I speak unto you are spirit and life. Okay, just paraphrasing. I think that's in the book of Proverbs, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, let's see. Let's read on. It says, for the law of the Spirit of life. You see that? So it says that the law, all right, which is the book of the law. This is the law. It says it's the Spirit of life. You see that? So how do you obtain the Spirit? Through the law. Okay. So it says, for the law of the Spirit of life and Hamashiach Yahushua have made me free from the law of sin. So how do you be free from the law of sin? How do you actually be free? Okay, it's through the law, man, through the scriptures, man. Okay, through learning the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and actually following it. Okay, to the best of your ability. All right, not learning it and just doing what you want to do. Okay, and of course you're gonna fall short. You're gonna mess up. Okay, you know, we in the flesh, it's impossible to be perfect, you know, in this condition that we're in, all right, in these bodies, this wicked body. Okay, so what? We make an effort, all right, to return unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right, to abstain from wickedness, man, all right. So let's see. It says, for what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh. You see that? It says, the Most High sending His own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin, condemned sin in the flesh. You see that? So only Yahweh could do that, man. All right? Yahweh Yahweh, all right, who you eagerly call God, all right, sent Yahweh to be an example, all right, through the flesh, man, to be an example. All right, He overcame the world, man. He overcame the wicked society, man, of this world, man. All right, as you see, okay, He had to lay down His life to be an example of how we should be. Okay, when we read the accounts of Yahweh all right, in the scriptures, all right, we should be like Him. You see, okay, so that's how we should live, man. Not after the lust of our flesh, not after our own hearts. The scriptures say, "Lean not unto thine own understanding." In the book of Proverbs, man. All right, so let's read on. It says, verse 4, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. For to be carnally minded, all right, which is our people, 2/3, they're carnal minded, all right, which means to be flesh minded, all right. They only believe the things they can see, the things they can taste, the things they can smell, all right, the things of the physical. That's all they believe in, man. All right, but the things of the Spirit, they don't believe it because they can't see it, man. They're spiritually discerned, meaning there's a block, okay? There's a block on them, okay? So let's see. But it says, for to be carnally minded is death. Okay, so to follow after your flesh, after your own heart, leads to your death, man. It leads to your detriment. All right, so let's read on. It says, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. You see that? So what? If you follow after your flesh, man, you do whatever you want to do. Like I said earlier, man, it's going to lead to your death. You might get hit by a car, so-called accident, which there's no such thing as accidents. All right, everything is sanctioned by Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. Okay, you know, some dude pull up on you, blow your brains out for no reason. You know, you a trip, fall, bust your head wide open and die. All right, or you'll have a heart attack. All right, strokes. All right, diseases, things like that, man. Okay, that leads to your death, man. It's all sanctioned by Yahweh Bashim Shah. You see that? But what? To be spiritually, follow the Spirit, all right, is life and peace, man. Okay? Things like that won't happen to you. The Lord will protect you. You see that? Yahweh Bashim Shah will protect you from things like that. Okay? Now, obviously, we go through things, you know, where we get tried, you know, through fire, you know, and that ultimate fire is coming, you know, during Jacob's trouble, and when that MOTB be implemented, okay, that's that ultimate fire, you know, but we're going through what? That lesser fire, you know? We're suffering for righteousness' sake. But what? If you're suffering through the flesh, okay, all right, without Yahweh Bashim Shah, it's far worse. Because what? That leads to a horrible and scary, a horrible death, man. That's what that leads to. But to suffer for righteousness' sake, it mortifies us, man. All right, it purges us. Okay, it's making us stronger. It's making us better. All right, although it hurts through the Spirit, but it's better than the physical. I'll tell you that. You know, imagine the damn cartel grab you up, cut your damn head off. You know, cutting your limbs off piece by piece and things like that. A lot of people die horrible deaths, man. You know, horrible deaths, man. Very horrible. You know, painful, slow deaths. You know, getting ripped apart and still alive. You know, I've seen those things, man. Okay, and that's all sanctioned by Yahweh Bashim Shah. So you best fear him. Okay, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, who you literally call God and Jesus Christ, man. Okay, that's what that is. All right, so let's read on. It says, let's see. It says, verse 7. It says, because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High. It says, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. All right, so if these people can't understand the word that we bring out, all right, and teach to the public, what does that say? That says that they're enemies. They're enemies of Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. Okay, why? Because they're not subject unto the law, all right, which is what? The book, the scriptures, man. All right, so if they're not subject unto that, they're enemies, man. That means they're joined into this world. They're following after their own heart, or whatever it may be. Okay, so that leads what? To their death, man, their detriment. Okay, they're enemies of Yahweh Bashim Shah. They're just an enemy. Okay, so let's see. It says, verse 8. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High. You see that? So if you carnal-minded, you can't please the Most High. If you carnal-minded, you're enemies of the Most High, man. You're an enemy. Okay? All right? The Lord ain't looking at you as a son. Okay? That's the reason why He allows you to go out and do what you want to do. All right? Without punishing you. All right? You go out and do all that wickedness, man. He allowing you to do that for a time. But guess what? You're going to pay that back, man. You're going to pay for it. All right? You ain't getting away with it. Okay? So let's read on. It's let's see, verse 9, it says, but ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, if so be that the Spirit of the Most High dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of Mashiach, he is none of his. See that? So yeah, he don't consider you a son or a daughter. All right? If you after the flesh, man, all right, you are Salaki. This wind is kind of picking up. I don't want this to fall out in the street, you know, mess it up. So I'm gonna try to be careful on that. All right. So, Salakia. Yeah, but anyway, like I was saying. So basically, you know, being in the flesh, or if you're following after the lust of your own heart, all right. First and foremost, you're not subject unto the law of Yahweh Bashim Shah, and he just said that. Hey, if you after the flesh, then you are none of his, meaning that you ain't considered a son, you ain't considered a daughter of the Most High. Okay, the Lord doesn't love you, basically. Okay, so what? He's gonna allow you to do whatever the hell you want to do. All right, and then guess what? He's gonna destroy you, man. Okay, a horrible death, man. Okay, who knows what you're gonna go through? You know, I've seen some things, man. You know, like I mentioned earlier, getting limbs cut off piece by piece. All right, nobody's there to save you. Okay, whatever it may be. You know, getting chopped up to pieces. You know, I saw a video. You know, where this Moabite. You know, down there in China. Okay, he was walking down the street, just minding his own business. You know, showing footage from a security camera. And some random dude pulled up with a machete and cut his foot off. You know, and took off running for no reason. You know, that's how it is, man. You know, things like that will happen to you if you're not following after the Spirit. Following after the flesh, the Lord is not going to protect you, man. You know, some random dude come up, just cut your foot off, run off, and do it for no reason. You know, no explanation. You know. So anyway, let's see. It says, verse 10. It says, and if Hamashiach Yahushua be in you, the body is dead because of sin, but the spirit is life because of righteousness. It says, but if the spirit of him that raised up Yahushua from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Hamashiach Yahushua from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies, but by his spirit that dwelleth in you. So that means to make alive. All right, when it says quickeneth, that means to make alive. Okay, so that means that the body, you know, is basically dead. You know, but what? The spirit is quickened, which means to make alive. So 2/3 of our people, they're dead, man. They're just dead people walking. Why? Because they're ultimately going to die at the end of the day. You know, because they don't have the spirit of life, man. Okay, these words are the spirit of life, man, and truth. Okay, this is what's going to keep you alive. All right, this is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of eternal life. This is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of immortality. Okay, which is what we're trying to come into. Okay, which is the reason Yahweh Bashim Ashar revealed it. All right, unto the ones that can get it. All right, unto us. All right, why? To be immortal, to transcend from being a mortal man. All right, to being immortal, gods. Okay, scriptures say that ye are gods. Okay, yeah, we're gods, man. Okay, that's what we're going into. All right, to be a god. All right, that's what we're learning. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, we'll read on verse 12. It says, therefore, brethren, we are debtors not to the flesh, to live after the flesh. For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. You see that? It says, but if ye through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of your body, which means what? Abstain from the lust of your flesh. All right? You know, abstain from just dealing with, doing things in excessiveness. All right? Sometimes you got to say, no, man. Sometimes you got to stop, man. You know? You got to make that decision. All right? Yeah, it's going to basically afflict you. You got to afflict yourself, man. All right? Abstain from your lust. Okay? So that's what it means to mortify, man. To abstain from your lust, man. All right? So let's read on. It says, for if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of your body, ye shall live. It says, for as many are led by the Spirit of the Most High, it says, they are the sons of the Most High. You see that? It says, for if ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby ye cry, Abba, Father. I mean, why are we considered adopted? Why? Because which means to be brought back. Okay? Because what? We lost our heritage. We lost who we were as a people. Okay? And all that. You know, things of that sort. But the Lord is giving it back to us. So we're being adopted. All right? And ultimately, through Yahushua, first and foremost, Salakia, you know, Yahushua dying. All right? Dying for Israel, man. All right? What? To adopt us back into the fold, man. Okay? To have a chance to be saved, man. To be delivered. Okay? And to be like him, man. To be like Yahushua. To be like them. All right? Not on their level, but, you know, to be gods, man. All right? So let's see. That wind is pushing out. No, that's Satan, man. Damn wind, man. Slocking. But anyway, let's read on, man. Let's get the book of, let's see. All right, so we read about being carnally minded is death. All right, living after the flesh equals death. All right, the scriptures literally said it. All right, right in Romans 8, in Romans the 8th chapter. So, all right, so who is this? Who's causing all this, man? You know, all right. First and foremost is Esau Edom. All right, because he's in power. He's in control of everything. It's locking. All right, so let's get the book of Job. Let's get the book of Job. Job, the 9th chapter. Job chapter 9 and verse 24. It says, "The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" Okay, so this earth is wicked. Why? Because it was given unto the wicked, man. That's like it. All right, the earth was given unto the hand of the wicked. Okay, who's the wicked? Who's the wicked according to the Bible? Who is the wicked? Okay, it's not the spiritual demon Satan. All right, okay. Who is the wicked? Who's ruling the earth, man? Okay, that's the point. All right. So let's get Genesis. Let's get the book of Genesis, man. Let's get Genesis chapter 20. What was it? Let's get Genesis chapter 27, and verse. We'll start at verse 38. Okay, and it says, "And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck." You see that? All right, so basically, he was given the fatness of the earth, which means that he was given this earth, all right, for a period of time, you know, but eventually, you know, at the end, he's going to have to what? Serve his brother Jacob. Who is Jacob? The Israelites, all right? That's Jacob. Okay, Jacob's name was changed to Israel, and then what? He was the progenitor, all right, of the Israelites, man. You know, he had 12 sons, okay? You know, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Gad, and Reuben, and, you know, all the other tribes on down, okay? All right, so they were the Israelites, man, known as the Israelites, okay? And of course, what? He's going to have to serve, Esau is going to have to serve us, you know? It said that the eldest shall serve the younger. Who came out first? Esau Edom. He came out first. All right, so what? He has to serve Jacob. All right, who's Jacob? The Israelites. Okay, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So we're going to eventually rule. So yeah, Esau had his time. His time is done. Now it's time to fall, man. Now it's just time to serve. Okay. So yeah, so that goes to show you that Esau Edom is ruling. So-called white man. How do we know that? Let's get Genesis the 25th chapter, man. All right. Let's get Genesis chapter 25. And we'll start at verse. Let's get verse 22, I think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll start at verse 22. Actually verse 21. Okay, so this is going into the story of Isaac, all right, and Rebecca. So Rebecca was pregnant, all right, with 2 children, okay? It was 2 children in Rebecca's womb. So we're going to start from verse 22. It says, "And the children struggled together within her, and she said, If it be so, why am I thus? It says, And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger." All right, so let's read on. It says, "And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb." And it says, "And the first came out red." Okay, all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. All right, you see? So who comes out red? All right, when a so-called white man, white baby or child or whatever is born, what color is he? He comes out red, man. All right, so this is a so-called white man according to the Bible. And then when you read, what was it? Genesis 27 chapter. All right, it was saying that Esau was blessed with the fatness of the earth, to have dominion over the earth. All right, so he's in rulership now. All right, we're in the kingdom of the Edomites, man. All right, the rulership of the Edomites, the so-called white man. All right, you can't argue with that, man. All right, that's full blunt proof. All right, so let's get another scripture. All right, so now we're going to establish who's in rulership. So now we're going to establish who is the wicked according to the Bible, man. All right, so let's get the book of Malachi. Let's get the book of Malachi. Malachi chapter 1. If I can get to it. I hope I don't get lost. Malachi. Book of Malachi, the first chapter. Let me see here. Yeah, let's get let me look it up first. I forgot where it was, with this book. Just find what page it's on, so I don't waste too much time. Bear with me a moment. All right, so let's get the book of Malachi. Was it 10:36? All right, 10:36. Slakia. Yeah, there it is. It's such a short chapter, All right, so it's Malachi chapter 1 and verse. All right, we'll start at verse 1. All right, so it says, "The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness." Okay, so basically, Yahweh Bashim Ashai hates you so-called white people, man. All right, that's in the scriptures. You can't get mad at me. All right, the scriptures say that he hated Esau, man. He hates him. All right, he hates you people, man. All right, and rightfully so, man. All right, the Lord created you only for a purpose as a whooping stick unto Israel. That's the only reason you were created. All right, to take us down, man. Because we went off. We went against Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. All right, that's the only reason, man. All right, other than that, man, the Lord don't love you, man. He hates you. Okay, so let's read on. It says, verse 4, "Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever." All right, you see that? So now, we established that Esau Edom is so-called white man in Genesis 25th chapter. We established that Esau Edom is in rulership, okay, in Genesis 27th chapter. And now in Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4, it established that Esau Edom is the wicked and that the Lord hates you. Okay, he said indignation forever. All right, righteous anger. That's what indignation stands for. It means forever, man. Okay, righteous anger forever. All right, so he hates you so-called white people. He's going to take you out, man. All right, you did your job. You took us down. All right, you put us in captivity. All right. You did all those wicked, evil deeds. Now is your time to face your punishment, man. All right. So let's see. Let's get the book of. Let's get the book of. Let's see. Let's get the book of Exodus. Exodus chapter 13, and we'll start at verse. Yeah, let's just start at verse 21. All right. So basically, before I read, basically what I want to establish is that there's this article I read yesterday going into these strange lights in the sky, man. Okay, they look like pillars. They were calling them pillars of light. Okay, then you had, of course, the people in the comment section and their so-called experts, basically saying that those pillars of lights, were basically reflections from ice crystals and what was it, lamps, all right, boat lamps and things like that, reflections off the water, which didn't make sense. Okay, as you can clearly see, the lights that were in the sky, it was pillars. Okay, and they didn't touch the ground. All right, they were just in the sky and they looked like pillars. There was just lights there. Okay, and people, they didn't know what it was. All right, but they were claiming that it was just reflections and stuff like that. And people in the comment section even said the same thing. But guess what? They don't understand it because, they're carnally minded. All right, they don't understand the things of the spirit. And first and foremost, they're giving praise unto the elements instead of the one who created the elements, man. Okay? Yahweh Shem Shah created those elements, man. Okay, so however you look at it, or whatever scientific explanation you try to come up with, all right, at the end of the day, Yahweh Shem Shah created that, man. All right, so who should you be giving all the credit to, man? Yahweh Shem Shah, man. All right, which goes to show that, hey, man, that the signs in the earth, the signs in the heavens, man, that we should look for, all right, that hey, man, he's coming back. Okay, that's all that's saying, But ultimately, those are also chariots, man, of Yahweh Shem Shah. Okay, so let's read it. All right, so this is Exodus chapter 13 and verse 21. And the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire. You see that? All right, so this is back in the book of Exodus. The Lord, had his chariots, out there looking out for Israel, protecting them, all right, and guiding them, okay, and also guiding them out of Egypt, okay. Those chariots were always there, man, and so basically, what I'm saying is that those pillars of light that they were calling it, all right, in that article, that's what it's saying through the scriptures, man. You see, those are the chariots of the Lord, man. You see, all right, there ain't no damn lights refracting. There ain't no reflections from the water, this, that, and the third, gases and all this stuff mixed together to create whatever you see in. No, it's the chariots of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. Okay, and those are signs in heaven. All right, what? For the elect, all right, to get excited, all right, to have faith, to have hope. It's like, all right, so let's read on. It says, let's read it again, verse 21. And the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud, it says, to lead them by the way, and by night, it's like, put that there. All right. Then it says, go by day and night. It says, he took not the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people. You see that? Okay. So there you go. That's an example right there. Just wanted to show y'all that. All right. So let's get the book of Psalms. Let's get Psalms. Book of Psalms, chapter 104. It was Psalms chapter 104 and verse. We'll start at verse 1. It says, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, O Lord, my power. Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who coverest thyself with light as with a garment, who stretcheth out the heavens like a curtain." It says, "Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters." You see that? And then it says, "Who maketh the clouds his chariots." You see that? All right, so the chariots are the so-called UFOs, according to the Bible, man. All right, those are the chariots of salvation. Okay, for the basically those are the vehicles of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. All right, he maketh the clouds his chariots, man, which means that they fly. Okay. All right, so let's read on. It says, "Who walketh on the wings of the wind." It says, "Who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers a flaming fire." All right, so let's see. It says, let's see, anything else on that? Yeah, we'll read on. We'll skip verse 10. We'll start at verse 10. All right, he says, he sendeth the springs into the valleys, which run among the hills. They give drink to every beast of the field. The wild ass quench their thirst. You see that? So basically what it's saying is that the Lord created the elements, man. He created the waterfalls. He created the heavens. He created the rain. He created the snow. All right? He created all the things that we see here, man. Okay? So here it is, you know, in that article, they were giving all the praise to the elements. You know, talking about refractions, this, that, and the third, science, and all that stuff. But here it is, you ain't giving credit to the one who created it, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he created that, man. All right? Okay? That's who you should be giving credit to, man. All right? Not the elements, you know, but hey, man, that's these people, man. They're natural men. Natural men. Okay? They can't see the spirit, you know? Only the flesh. Only through the flesh do they understand the things of the flesh, man. They can't understand the spirit. All right? So let's see anything else on that. Yeah, let's read on a little more. All right? So it says, they give drink to every beast of the field. The wild asses quench their thirst. It says, by them shall the fowls of heaven have their habitation, which sing among the branches. All right? So, yeah, the Lord created the trees, the branches, all right, for the birds to, you know, set their nest up there, all right, to pretty much perch up on the nest and things like, up on the trees and things like that, man. All right, for the animals. All right, so reading on. Let's read on. It says, verse 13, he watereth the hills from his chambers. The earth is satisfied with the fruit of thy works. It says, he causeth the grass to grow for the cattle and herb for the service of man. It says that he may bring forth food out of the earth. You see that? So yeah, man, everything works in order. Everything has an order. All right, everything works in a cycle, man. Okay, and this earth was made in perfect order. But guess what? Esau Edom, you know, he's in rulership and he's messing up that order, man. All right, you got bears, all right, out in Alaska, running into the towns and cities looking for food, man. Okay, because the ice is melting. It's like, hold this damn tripod. I don't want to fall. This wind is getting crazy. All right, slacky about that. Bear with me. All right. So basically, what I was saying is that those polar bears down there in Alaska, the ice is melting because everything's so damn out of whack. You know, the temperature's rising down there to where the damn polar bears is going into the cities, man, looking for food, man, because they can't find fish. You know, because the fishes are dying. You know, they're dying off because of this damn devil. All right, and what he's doing, slacky about that. Put this up here. All right, so basically, you know, the animals dying off. All right, they're going extinct. All right, things like that because this